Hey, welcome back YouTube. Welcome to my channel. This is Nathan Daley and I have another amazing video for you today. This is a law enforcement breakdown video on a traffic stop. Two things I want to discuss about this video. We are going to dive into race. Why? Because other people make a big deal about it. I think it's important that when we have a situation where race is involved and there are a lot of people who believe that one race is treated different than another race, right? I think it's very important that we make sure we bring evidence and information to the table to show everyone that, listen, this isn't a race problem, this is a people problem, this is a police problem, this is a follow instructions problem, this is a poor training problem, right? I would say this, I like to have conversations where we can move past race and really look at the bigger issue. Recently, I did a video and it was in reference to a comment left behind a gentleman named Dr. Rashad Ritchie. He has a show called Indisputable, and he was making this statement, or he was alleging that white women get better treatment by the police when they do something wrong than black people, or in this case, a black woman, right? And so that's false. And it's not about who gets better treatment. It's not about a treatment thing. It's about who's complying, who's not complying. What type of crimes are committed and what's the behavior. Police officers are reactive and we respond to behavior. And so this video here is a traffic stop and it's a white officer who pulled over a white female. This female happened to be 65 years old. Now I'm gonna play the video, I'm gonna break it down, I'm gonna give you my opinions on it. My own personal opinions, maybe what I would have done differently. But the reality is this: when the law is broken, the law is broken. When an officer gives you a command, you follow it. And that's always gonna stay true. You'll never hear me say otherwise, I promise you. Well, a lawful command. All right, let's jump into the video. Well, you guessed it. The officer pulled her over. She was rear-ended, and I believe she said it was for over 6 months ago, and she never got the truck fixed. Now listen, that's common. A lot of people have busted tail lights and all kind of stuff. Now, based on the law, it states that you're supposed to have a working, functional tail light, or all the equipment on your vehicle is supposed to be functioning. You can be issued a citation for it. So he comes back with a citation, and the plot thickens.
For a defective equipment, it's $80. You have till September 16th to take care of this. Get you to sign there with the Exodus.
So you don't even give a warning for this?
You've been driving around for 6 months like that.
Not truthful.
Well, I'm not going to give you a warning for something you've been driving for 6 months.
But you've seen me in here. You've seen me in
town.
No,
I haven't.
You had to. Okay, I figured.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. She's like, you know me around here. You seen me driving. You know my stuff's jacked up. You know what it is. She's like in disbelief.
Well, I'm issuing a citation. Sign there, please.
Well, I don't want to sign it because I don't want to do $80.
You don't want to sign it?
No, because I don't think that I deserve to pay $80 for something that is fixable and I can fix it.
Right.
That's all you
Go
want
ahead and
to do.
step out of the car.
Why?
Let me tell you, go into some of these counties and go drive through some of these counties, drive through some of these cities. These officers do not play, okay? Dude, I'm telling you.
You're under arrest. Step out. Step out of the vehicle. Step out. Step out. I'm giving you a lawful order. Step out.
Fair with me and I'll be fair with you.
Step out.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
I'm placing you under arrest. Step
You
out.
are full of because you're not placing me under no damn arrest.
Step out.
No, I'm not.
Do not take
Shut
off.
up and give me that and I'll sign it.
Step out.
No.
We're beyond that.
You want me
Step
to-
out.
Yo, we got a runaway granny, okay? Oh my God. This is wild. Now, I'm gonna say this. Now, let me just finish playing it and then I'll give you my 2 cents. All right, here we go.
305 dispatch. Got one taken off. We're going to be pulling into the DEP oil facility. See your hands!
Grandma at gunpoint.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Listen, I know you guys may. Now, I gotta side with the officer on this. I'm gonna tell you why. I know it may look like him having his gun out might be excessive, but let me tell you, just because a person is old or whatever, and they're kind of playing like they're oblivious, it doesn't mean they're not dangerous. It doesn't mean she doesn't have weapons in the car or in the truck. It just doesn't mean any of that at all. She's still a threat. Let's finish playing it, then we'll have our little final discussion. But I just wanted to say that because I know automatically people are like watching this and they're just freaking out, like, "Oh my God, he pulled a gun on this old lady."
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
You better leave me.
Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your
Leave
back!
me alone.
Put your hands
Ah,
behind your back!
this looks so bad.
Finish her!
God, leave.
Put your hands behind your back!
This guy's not even trying to talk.
Put your hands behind your back! Lay down! Put your hands behind your back! Now! No, you will not! You're gonna get it again!
Couldn't have been my mama, I'll tell you that right now, okay? I don't care what my mama says or did. Shoot. I'm sorry, I just had to get that. Jeez.
305 dispatch, go ahead and start EMS. Why didn't you just sign the damn ticket?
Man, she's 65, dude.
Do you realize you just got yourself in a whole lot more trouble?
What?
For running?
Oh, I didn't run. I told you you weren't going to arrest me. I pulled in here thinking that you would come.
Here,
65, man.
go ahead and roll to your back. Alright, snow your butt. Hurt?
Yeah, I'm hurt.
What hurts?
Everything.
Alright, we got EMS on the way to St. Clair.
Oh my
You got a
God.
what on the way?
I got an ambulance on the way to check you out.
Ambulance? I don't need an ambulance.
Well, you got Tased, so they gotta check you out.
You can't make this up. I swear. You cannot make this
Oh,
up.
I'm half black. Oh, don't do that.
Whew.
Yeah, if you don't mind, help me get her There we go. Come on over here. Yeah, 10-4, she's in custody.
Oh, that was nice of him to kind of console her like that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, brother. Look at that.
Sir, you guys go stand over there.
Look at that brother consoling her like that. Oh, man.
All you do is sign the ticket.
All you have to do is sign a ticket, huh? Whew. Yikes. That was a lot to take in. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't agree with it, right? But here's what I didn't agree with. The officer, by law, did not do anything wrong. So then why did I disagree with it? The interesting thing about policing is that it's different in different places. And I know it sounds silly. Every police department is not created equal, right? Meaning that different departments have different policies. They have different levels of leniency. And for me personally, how would that have transpired with me? And I know a lot of times it's kind of taboo. Officers do not like to, per se, criticize, or like they say, they don't like to quarterback an officer's decision. I'm gonna just be completely honest. That's a 65-year-old woman, right? She has an equipment violation on her vehicle. She's been driving around for 6 months. She has some entitlement issues. Yes, I'll give her that. I'm not gonna say she doesn't. She's 65 years old. How do I handle situations when people don't want to sign a citation? I put refuse to sign, and I note their behavior, refuse to sign. I tell the ticket, ma'am, I'm turning my ticket in. Here's your copy. You can do whatever you want with your copy, but I'm letting you know when the court date is. If you refuse to show up, they'll put a warrant out for your arrest. They'll suspend your license. That is on you. Here's your citation. If she throws it out the window, I could care less. I do it all the time. It's not a big deal. Every now and then you have that person who refuses to sign a ticket. My heart's not broken. I promise you it isn't. Because what? I'm turning my piece in. You're gonna take that up with the courts. I did my part. You know, that's a 65-year-old woman. And it doesn't mean that she's not dangerous. I'm just more confident in my ability to subdue her without having to use those methods. And then again, I would have never arrested her for not signing. Though you can do it, it is officer discretion. I would not have. And maybe I'm just a little sensitive as an officer, but I couldn't have. There's no way I could have. I would have wrote her a ticket. She refused to sign. I would have gave her the ticket back. And in the moment, she even offered, said, "Let me just sign the damn ticket." You know, she said it at the end. He was like, "Nope, we're past that." It's like, dude, come on. What do you mean you passed that? So when I see things like this is what people have an issue with when it comes to law enforcement. I'm just going to be completely honest. Accountability on both sides. This is what people have an issue with. This lack of empathy, the lack of being compassionate, that's an issue. And so when people see this video, granted, there's going to be two sides to it. People are going to be like, listen, you're not above the law, which she is not at all. She's not above the law. But does the crime really match the outcome that she receives? You know, for me, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It does not at all for me. To another officer, maybe. But for me, it does not. And I think it's that distinction that people have an issue with when it comes to police. How are officers filtering crime through their eyes? What I like about this case, though, this incident, is that she's white and the officer is white. And so if this was a black offender, we would have had a march with Black Lives Matter, Al Sharpton, and the whole Rainbow Coalition would have been down there making fuss and saying that this was racially motivated. And so this is why I like this video. I think it's a great piece of information to be able to share with, say, listen, you guys, this is just an officer who's just, in my opinion, a little overzealous. And so, you know, look, this is what happens. Maybe he's operating just off of his department policy. His department probably didn't think anything was wrong with that. Again, this is just my personal opinion. I wouldn't have done it. You know, as an officer, we have a lot of leeway to do things through our discretion, and my discretion would not have got me to a point to where I felt like I needed to arrest her, and then taser and all that kind of stuff. So that's a lot to unpack. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want this video to be too long. And I hope you found this video informative. I'm gonna stop saying enjoy the video. I hope you found this video informative. And I hope that you share this video with others, especially within our own community. We need to see these things. I think it's important to help dispel the myths, right? And this is not to say that this should be appropriate for anybody of anyone of color or non-color or whatever, right? We have a lot of Crayola champions out there, right? And so at the end of the day, we want to have better outcomes with law enforcement. And in order to have that, we have to be honest on both sides. And I'm being completely honest with you. I did not agree with that, how that turned out. It doesn't mean the officer wasn't in his right to do what he did. So there's the two totally different things. And a lot of times we have discussions of morality over the legality aspect of policing. And we have to be able to acknowledge which one is which, right? So anyways, thank you guys again. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Listen, I won't be offended, but I appreciate the engagement. Thanks again, you guys. And until then, have a good night. God bless.